not. I know that Spotify is looking very hard into NFTs right now and blockchain, but the real question is like, what really happens next? Because I think it's a little confusing. It's like you're making music videos, are you getting royalties? But it's not that easy because, you know, Vlad, you've talked about this. Like to go back into this sort of world that was created with Apple and Spotify is really hard. I mean, that's just not going to be easy for us to break into.
Well, I mean, take it back to ticketing days where, you know, everybody in the crypto space, people that were following Block Party or token holders were like, oh, this is amazing. You're going to take down Ticketmaster. Mm. And then you dig into that world a little bit and sure, everybody hates Ticketmaster, but I mean, who's going to equip for, you know, let's say for Madison Square Garden where they have 41 Knicks games, 41 Rangers games, and a bunch of concerts, who's going to handle customer service for millions of fans? Who's going to hand people scanners to do things? And there's a lot of the operational side of business that has to happen. And I mentally, emotionally, metaphysically left the idea of NFTs for tickets and started going to what NFTs are now is when I realized Ticketmaster doesn't need to worry about like a crypto startup displacing them. Ticketmaster needs to worry about venue owners and promoters realizing they don't need Ticketmaster. Mm. That and when I realized that it's not about a company has to come and disrupt Ticketmaster, but communities can use this technology to handle their own operations.
So do you think that's similar with musicians now, that there's going to be a time when musicians like, I don't need Spotify or Apple?
Not precisely. So for me, Spotify is a great fucking deal. For like $8 a month, I have access to the library like of the world's music in all of my devices, in my car, my home, all over the place. And from that point of view, whether you're talking about Spotify, whether you're talking about Apple, whether you're talking about whatever streaming service for film, television, music, content, YouTube, content creators, Instagram, you realize that what is Web 2? People ask, okay, I get what Web 3 is. So in Web 3, but in contrast to what? What's Web 2? Social, this, that. I would define Web 2 as this unprecedented golden age for the consumer of content, because we get all the content for free or peanuts cheap. So the golden age of Web 2 was for consumers of content and for the platforms that deliver content. Now, in that, who we asked to sacrifice for us to make this golden age possible for the platforms and the consumers, we asked the creators to sacrifice and get paid peanuts and really give up their stuff for free or have to arbitrage the made up hearts they get on social for brand deals, you know, like that. We've asked 20 years of sacrifice from creators. So so bringing us to the present, as long as we, the platforms, and we as an industry think about continuing the golden age that we've watched for the last 20 years, where the platforms get all the value and the consumer gets all the benefit, as long as we try to one-up that golden age, we're fucking toast, I promise you. But if we think about Web3 as an opportunity to create a new golden age, and in this golden age, it really brings it back around to the creators, and we can create a golden age for the creators of content. Now we're cooking. Right now, if we can accrue value to them, that's interesting. So as you know, as platforms, as builders, if we're trying to make receiving music better than Spotify, good luck. But if we think about it making more equitable for creators, that's interesting.